It's a fresh start in this year 2024. The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN is right here to take you through it as the leadership of the power sector drives innovative strategies head on. The power circuit is on again, and as always, I, Amara Agugoyesi, is your anchor. Let's have an opening into the lineup for this edition. Minister of Power Chief Adebayo Adelabu strongly drove a power sector policy retreat recently. Here's his resolve going forward. TCN committed to delivering more power projects this year. Newly installed 100 MVA power transformer uplifts transmission capacity at Kubwa substation in Abuja. Shiroro Transmission Region of TCN presents scorecard overhauls equipment for improved electricity supply. Let's have the full package, won't you? The recent retreat on integrated national electricity policy and strategic implementation in Abuja was driven by the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. As the year begins, we would like to bring you news that the thoughts and ideas shared during the event would be harmonized towards rolling out the policy. Here is a glance of the statements by the Minister of Power during the event. The transmission mandate is to transmit electricity in the most efficient and reliable manner. The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN restates its position to deliver more projects this year towards sustaining this mandate. Here is a highlight of some ongoing projects and most recently completed projects, with some scattered across the country and at various stages of completion.
The 132 33 kV Ihovo Work Center in Benin has received a new 100 MVA power transformer. This new equipment is to replace the existing 60 MVA transformer. The transformer capacity of the substation is rising to 160 MVA. This means increasing capacity to the substation to deliver more bulk power to Benin Electricity Distribution Company for delivery to its customers. This project is part of the federal government intervention in transmission through its Presidential Power Initiative, PPI. In the Kano region of TCN, the engineering team has energized a 40 MVA power transformer at the 132 33 kV Bichi transmission substation. The 40 MVA transformer replaced the 30 MVA mobile transformer in the substation earlier. So far, 32 megawatts of bulk power transmission have been added to the capacity of the substation. The additional capacity translates to more bulk electricity for the Kano Disco to take to customers in its franchise area. The 40 MVA transformer is part of the TCN's grid expansion projects. Right there in the Kano region, TCN has also installed and energized a 150 MVA power transformer at the 330 132 33 kV Kumboso substation in Kano. With the commissioning of the new transformer, TCN has added 120 megawatts to the substation's capacity. The Kumboso mega substation supplies bulk power to several 132 33 kV transmission substations within the region. This team is ready to deliver projects this year to enable improved bulk electricity nationwide.
The installation of a brand new 100 MVA power transformer at the 132-33 kilovolts Kubwa transmission substation has uplifted the quantum of bulk electricity available for offtake for the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. The Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN installed these power equipment at the Kubwa substation as part of a wider ongoing transmission expansion program.
This is the 132-33 kilovolts Kubwa transmission substation serving Buhari Area Council and East Enviros in the Federal Capital Territory. Upon the delivery of the 100 MVA power transformer, the in-house engineers were saddled with the responsibility of having it installed and energized, and they did this with passion. Assistant General Manager, Transmission at the Gwagwalada Sub-Regional of TCN, Engineer Aminu Ismail, explained the objectives of deploying the brand new 100 MVA power transformer to meet the demands of the coverage area.
Transmission is going on with this own expansion program. So Kubwa's transmission station happens to be one of the substations that need to be upgraded. So formerly we have the capacity of 120 MVA on this station, of which there are so many suppressed loads. You know, if you could remember, we have about 6 feeders here, originating from this area. We have NRBP feeder, Kubwa, and Buhari. That's one of the distance, and then we have Dam Dede and the other Dam Dede and is Buhari. Yes, that's making 6 feeders. So if you now remember, each one of them is carrying almost about almost 20 megawatts. So could you imagine, it's only NIP that has less megawatt. So the other one is one of the feeder that is Buhari is almost about, even though recently that we have commissioned Dawaki feeder, we have been about 25 megawatts. So could remember that load to be on the 2 transformers that we cannot load to that 100%.
Engineer Ismail said the management of TCN was gracious to have granted the new equipment, which will provide more capacity for bulk power evacuation to the distribution load centers of the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company.
The TCN in its own effort to expand the program and make sure that it can transmit according to the demand of the distributions around this area. We wrote an application, and transmission looked at our complaint and now granted us 100 MVA transformer. So then the MVA transformer is what is now being installed now. So if you can remember, right behind us now, you can see the transformer being installed. It's 100 MVA. If you now look at the capacity, it's going to be increased by almost 40 MVA. So in that respect, and if you remember, recently we have commissioned Dawaki feeder. That Dawaki is what is also relieving the Buhari feeder. So now Buhari feeder that was having 25 megawatt, we are now cut down the demand to less than 20. So going by that reduction and the increase of this 100 MVA, now we see that the transmission has the capacity to distribute load according to the demand of the customers around this area.
Engineer Ismail explained the activities and processes involved in the installation of the 100 MVA power transformer.
We're almost 90% now, because by the activities of today, what remains is only the primary side there, and hopefully we will see tomorrow we can continue. Once we are done, we submit our test results. We now submit to headquarters. Now we know the headquarters are very busy They are around, some of them are across the country, some are in Lagos, some are in Kano side, busy commissioning the new station, new equipment. So once they are done, once they are less busy, they also come to Haid and make sure they also commission our own. So I think for our own part, the transmission and the engineers at Gwagwalada are hopefully in less than a week we finish our own exercise here, the commissioning process.
The engineering team working on installing the power transformer began with the coupling of certain components, including the circuit breakers, on the ground. They then began mounting these components on the top section of the power transformer in line with the extant engineering and safety practices. The TCN official commended the management of TCN for the massive investment in the transmission system.
We have seen it and we have been saying it a lot that transmission has done its own part, because not only before coming to here I was in Gwagwalada, we have just received consignment of other transformers. All the transmission stations, almost all, we have been receiving consignment of transmission in transformers to upgrade our stations, and then upgrading our network lines. You understand, somewhere we have single line, we now have double line, and where the conductor needs conductor, we conductor it. So I think ever since this transmission and this management of transmission, we just have to thank them for what is going on.
The power circuit continues soon.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GENCOs, distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN consists of two distinct business units: the Transmission Service Provider, TSP, and Independent System Operation, ISO. ISO comprises System Operation, SO, and Market Operation, MO. Each business unit performs specialized functions under the TCN umbrella. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
The Shiroro region of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is overhauling all its equipment towards improving on the quality of power transmission across its coverage area. The Regional Transmission Manager of TCN Shiroro Region, Engineer Mewada Sariki Bello, disclosed this while addressing newsmen during a tour of TCN facilities at Shiroro Power Plants. Let's have the reports.
Addressing the press at the 330-132 33 kV Shiroro transmission substation in Niger State on the scorecard of the management of TCN in Shiroro Transmission Region, Engineer Mewada Sariki Bello gave an overview of the coverage area of the region.
Shiroro region covers Shiroro itself, the Zungeru Power Station transmission, the switching station Agusape, Jeba transmission, Kainji transmission, Kwantagora up to Yawuri. Those are our area of coverage.
On the critical overhaul of the facility and equipment, Engineer Sariki Bello said the company was replacing current transformers and circuit breakers at the 330-132 33 kV Jeba substation among several projects.
Let me start with our achievements from January 2023 to this month, December 2023. It's known in record that we have couples of age equipments in our system. So the transmission company have been making effort to replace all those age obsolete equipments. In Jeba transmission in particular, we changed 6 number current transformers. These current transformers are our outdoor equipments. They are there to be monitoring the parameters of the system. If anything abnormal is going on, it sends signal to our protection system, and then the protection system will isolate the faulty side of our circuit so that others can remain energized. That's the function of that current transformer in our system. So we changed about 6 number of them. We dismantled the aged ones, installed the new one, and commissioned them. We also discommissioned, we installed new and commissioned new circuit breakers on circuit J3, that is between the transmission substation and the generation at Jeba. So we're able to fabricate and replace some tower members on T69, T70, T7, T32 along Mina Suleja 132 30 kV line.
Speaking further, the TCN management official revealed that the company has resolved an armor cable problem at the 132 33 kV Mina substation in Niger State.
In Mina, we have the transformer TR7, which is a 60 MVA transformer. It carries 80% of total load in Mina Cosmopolitan. For years we've been having chance of problem with that transformer because of the secondary side. During my time, we were able to take out that armor cable. We replace it with an overhead conductor, which is a final solution to this problem. So maybe you may witness for some times, we've not been having too much load sheddings going on. It's as a result of this work we carried out.
He noted the replacement of old equipment with support by the World Bank across substations in the region.
Those replacements we did, they are all done in-house by our engineers. But there are projects that CN is carrying on under World Bank. Like we have replacement of all these age equipments in here, Shiroro 330 side, as well as Kanji 330 side. That project is being handled by World Bank in TCN. It's ongoing. All the materials are there on site, and they are about commencing the replacement process. With the coming up of Zungeru, there's a project ongoing, stringing another 132 line from Zungeru going to Tegina. And at Tegina, we're going to do a turn-in-turn-out arrangement. So as for anything, if we have fault between and Zungeru will be supplying Tegina, and we will be able to maintain our circuits. Those are the achievements we want to do. It's ongoing right away, like I said. We are constructing also new control rooms, 330 kV, here at Shiroro as well at Kainji.
Engineer Sarki Bello also noted the replacement of obsolete protection relays on the Mina transmission substation along with other timely maintenance actions.
We replace some obsolete relays that are analog. So we've replaced them with numerical relays that are faster in response. In Mina TS, we maintain all our power transformers as when due on the annual maintenance schedules. Through every year, we have our annual maintenance schedules when we take out a particular equipment and when to carry out our maintenance, and then we make sure we do that within the minimal period.
The pressmen noted their observations while commending TCN for the various actions the management has taken in the year towards improving on its capacity to well bulk electricity to distribution load centers in the Shiroro region.
Well, that is it for this edition. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, was very active at a recent power sector policy retreat. We brought you the highlights. TCN commits to delivering more power projects this year. In Abuja, a newly installed 100 MVA power transformer has uplifted transmission capacity at the 132-33 kV Kubwa substation. The Shiroro transmission region of TCN also presented a scorecard as the company overhauls equipment for improved electricity supply. The management of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN wants you to keep your support coming this year 2024, especially in reporting suspected power infrastructure vandals and areas where there is encroachment of the right-of-way of power transmission installations. We have got more information for you on the social media channels of TCN. For exciting videos about the Nigerian transmission system, like the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. We have so much more information on Facebook platform. To access this, just like the page Transmission Company of Nigeria. TCN is also on X, formerly Twitter, so why don't you follow the company via at TCN_Nigeria. Are you an Instagram personality? TCN is right there on TCN_Nigeria. Kindly send your comments, inquiries, and observations to TCN via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. You're sure to get a response from the officials. On TCN's interactive website, www.tcn.org.ng, you will get first-hand information about electricity transmission in Nigeria. For more information about the activities and the mandate of TCN, do log on to www.tcnnews.ng. In the effort to make the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN a center of excellence in electricity transmission, we acknowledge all your efforts and keep them coming. I am Amara Agogoesi. Hope to see you more this year.